And we're back with another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. I'm your host, Nick Legato. And we've got work to do. I still can't get the other enemies to spawn, so unless they spawn now, which they finally did. Flying eyes and the insects. Which is funny because, yes, they're both insects, but more specifically, that enemy does look like a flying eye, which defines the name of the creature. Isn't that funny how that works? That's another reason I just like this version more. It makes more sense than, like, Sand Moth. Why is it a Sand Moth? It's in a frickin' cave. Okay, so now we've fought all the enemies. Leave now. Is this the Phantom Beast? Let's see where our statistics are. Man, we're not going to level for this battle, but... well, we might. If we don't, it'll be darn close. Who's there? If you turn back, no harm will come to you. Show yourself! You still insist on proceeding? Absolutely. The fog is gathering. What is that? And it is the Mist Dragon. So Jump is our friend. And Cecil is armed with a weapon of darkness, which does nothing against the Mist Dragon. Though, again, I'm going to reiterate, in other variations of this game, the Dark Sword, actually, the Mist Dragon's weak against the Dark Sword. Just not in this version. The animation, or the enemy itself kind of looks different, too. I don't remember the green eye, but I could be wrong. Let's see here. He's going to do it soon. Oh, come on, damn it. Damn it, Kane. That's my fault, I hesitated. So we're about to get blown away here, pretty nasty. Unless it doesn't count. And we just wait. Whenever the Mist Dragon is in this form, he will retaliate into attacks. And this is one of the first Final Fantasies that came to the US to give this concept of, and you'll see it in every Final Fantasy pretty much after this. Final Fantasy V, you have the battle where the Griffin counterattacks. You have Final Fantasy VI with the Whelp that will do the same thing. Will hit you with a very nasty skill. You see it in Final Fantasy VII with the Scorpion Tail. You see it in you don't see it in 8, actually. Well, you do, but it's not the first boss fight. And I don't remember in 9. 9 is slightly different, so yay. So we got 700 experience total, because in this game's experience is divided by survivors. So we know for a fact that the Mist Dragon gives 700 experience just from that divide. 780, 502. Seriously? That's a huge gap between levels. Kane would level significantly faster than Cecil. So let's keep moving. Welcome to the Village of Mist. What a beautiful hovel. What a wonderful place. You know what's missing? Fire. 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 Oh, the glorious fire. Okay, I'm done. I'm not really a pyromaniac, but I do have my moments of zen. You know, so... everything's aflame. What is this? This is why we were sent here? To burn this village? Why? King Baron? No, Mom, no, Who's that? Are you by chance the almighty Rick James? With your cocaine of lightning? Mom's dragon died, so Mom died too. Sniff, sniff. Dear God. Come to think of it, I've heard of this. People with the power to call monsters. They're called summoners. Not callers like they did in the OS version. Be that us defeating that dragon caused this girl's mother to die. We didn't know, and they didn't really know, so... Wait, what, Kane? Be executed for treason, but she's just a child. Are you saying we should defy the king? The Red Wings, ooh. Thought you'd say that. I won't let you oppose the king alone, of course. Kane? How much I owe the king as a dragon knight, I could never perform such a lowly deed. back when, you know, this is, you have to remember, this is back in the day when honor was a big thing. You know, and even in Japan, honor was a big thing. So they're obviously showing that kind of honor side now anyway. She goes with us. She comes with us. No! You killed my mommy! You killed my mommy! Now I kill you! Right out of a Japanese horror flick. And this because if I can pull it off, it's kind of entertaining. No! Stop! Summon! Earth's Titan! Earthquake! But ironically, Kane survives this, and we do too. Because for some reason it didn't do a lot of damage. Like in other versions of the game where it nearly kills us. Probably because that's more believable. But, you know, they went with, I think, Iridia's initial stats for that. But there's no way to kill her. Even in hacked versions of the game, you can't kill her. I don't think you can. I think I've heard of it, though. Kane, where are you? Kane! Da-da-da-da-da. But yes, and my understanding is in hacked versions, you don't get any of those things go. Oh, crap. Sansahags, or Sansahagins, or Haggins. It's some kind of a monster thing. But look at that experience right there. 200 something. That was almost as much as we got for the Mist Dragon. But that's because Cecil's by himself, so that's part of it too. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna head to the local town. Now, a lot of people would actually ignore this concept of coming here, but right away, a lot of people I've seen will sit here and just grind level because they get more stuff for it. I don't think it's necessary so much. And now we go Sleepy Pie. I can't ask you to forgive me for killing your mother, but please let me protect you. Little girl's all pissed. Like, you killed my mother. Now I'm gonna kill you. Later that night. Wait, what is this? Dudes, I was completely sleeping. Why did you wake me? You don't say. I refuse. And thus, a battle ensues. Now this battle, you want to kind of do in a very specific way. And you're going to see how we're going to do this, and then you're going to realize why it makes sense to do it this way. The general's pretty much picking a fight with us. But here's the deal, the general himself does not attack. He commands his soldiers to attack. Now if you kill all of the soldiers, the general will flee the battle. The general, other than having a lot of health, also has a lot of experience to give us. So we want to kill the general before we kill the final soldier, which can take a couple of hits. It can take about 5 to 7. I've seen it take as many as 10 hits. So just sit tight while we kill him. Though I've seen it take less than 7, so, you know, it could take as many as 5. But he will eventually die. Ow. Now you're gonna get it, Bobby! And this applies to any of the battles that you see a general or general type in. Always make sure you leave one soldier on the battlefield. Though I've even done instances where I will kill the general and then fight the soldiers one by one because of something that happens to them. As you'll see here. Now if I just stand around, he will do nothing. Which makes this soldier completely harmless. Whereas in other variations of the game, they actually go into a confused status, and they never come out of the confusion. So, because they're confused, they start attacking each other, which is kind of funny. And so we've won the battle and got 50 some odd experience for it. So that's why you kill the general. Because normally if you kill the 3 soldiers, you only get like 130. That general gives you a lot. Actually, I think it's even less than that. Alright, let's go. So here's the deal. Rydia is at level 1, and obviously in a very bad position. We want to put her in a safe place. She really has kind of crummy equipment, but we can't really do much better. Now, if I'm not mistaken, in the originals, now we're talking the original Final Fantasies, and I don't remember if I tried to do this or not, so... Though it should work just fine. Hold on. Get out of the way, you. And channels to the northeast, but I hear that 8 ferocious sea snakes guard the exit. You don't say. Sea snakes, huh? Okay, so we know where we are. Obviously, this is all gear. That would be good for Rydia, but let's see what she has equipped one more time here. Okay, so she's got all leather gear and an iron bangle. That's as good as you really need. I mean, what does Cecil have? All black? Yeah. All black armor and swords. Now this is the infamous naming way. If you want to change your name, you can do that here. You can change any character's name, I believe. We're not going to do that, because I don't really care for changing names. I usually use defaults in my Let's Play videos. When I'm playing for my own humor, I do more than that. Okay, so we know that Anna and Tella, some gal named Anna, and I guess her father, Tella, or grandfather Tella, did not approve of her romance, one might argue. Now, in other remakes of the game, specifically the DS one, the youthful version, I want to say, of Rydia cannot equip bows, but this version can. And we're going to do that because that actually does more damage than the rod, and the rod does not have a magic spell, I believe, in this version of the game, so just a heads up. Actually, so that's 8, but let's do this. 10. So you have to know what yes, they are handed. She's right-handed. And thus, because she's right-handed, she does more damage. Ha 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 ha. Keep these things in mind as you play. I have seen people put swords in a character with a right hand, put it in their left hand, and they did substantially less damage later in the game. Bring a little girl with you. You should put her in the back ranks. The castle to the north, Damsang governs the desert. I hear the prince has a voice of an angel. He also has gas like a bomb. Some woman from Baron stumbled here recently. She was taken to the neighbor's house to recover. Well, we'll go check on that in a second, because that's kind of an ominous remark. Sam, but there are many monsters lurking in the underwater channel. Will you watch my synchronized dance? Sure. This one didn't get naked, I guess. I see a foot. I see a foot. Bravo, bravissima. Vado dalla vidi, what are fanno? It was a beautiful. Okay, so let's keep moving here. Now, what is this noise here? There's a woman here. I saw that. Baroness collapsed right outside the village. She was delirious with fever and kept calling Cecil. Cecil. Though my friends used to call this character Cecil, which is funny. It's Cecil. Rosa! Rosa, talk to me. Ooh, Cecil. Don't leave me, Cecil. And she's just going to repeat that again, so let's go over here. In order to cure desert fever, you need the light of the desert, an elusive gem found only in the antlion's lair. Okay, so we know about that. And this is really what will... You have to see this scene, or you cannot progress in the story. So, see the scene, my recommendation. Let's see. Okay, we already know that. So let's go outside and save, because we haven't done that in a while, and saving is your friend. Let's go ahead and save. And we're saved. Now here's the deal. Rydia is a very low level. Level 1. This is one of those other early in the game grinding moments. Everything in the game will murder her while she's at level 1. So our goal is to get her to at least 5 to 7. So I'm going to wander around the desert. I'm going to show you a few battles while we're here too, but the general idea is to wander the desert and watch her level. She'll gain like 4 levels in one good sized battle anyway. Hopefully we get a good example. This is not a good example, because we can pretty much murder everything here. So let's go ahead and just end this battle quickly, because Rydia is pretty safe in the back row. As long as she stays in the back row, she'll be pretty safe. Pretty safe, as I mean as in, well, obviously she has no magic except for the Chocobo summon. So she even gets less than she does in the remakes of the game. I believe she actually starts with Cure and Fire, I think, or no, Ice in the beginning. So it's kind of funny, she really gets nothing, but she learns Ice now, but not Cure. She didn't learn Cure. And because of that, we'll definitely use a potion. I don't mind using a potion for that. But that was a crummy battle example. Let me find a good one, like, you know, 4 Sahagins. Sand Sahagins. Even though I know they ran out of room to say what they were called. Come on. Anytime. Anytime. Thank you. There we go. Let's Dark Wave these guys. Which is a great reason to have Cecil in your party for this kind of leveling, because look at that. Dark Knight Cecil. She should level twice. No, just once. Well, that sucks. It just goes to show you this is a harder version. 42. Okay. Alright, fine. I want to be that way. Flying Eyes and Insectus, they get darked as well. Die. Oh, damn, they all didn't die. But we'll make them die now. She has so little MP, it's kind of pathetic. Alright, now they're dead. Yay! Try not to waste too many arrows. There's no need. We're so close to a town, it's like, it's pretty pathetic to have to. And Sight, the spell Sight, which is pretty much like Scan in other Final Fantasy games. As we wander more, I'm actually looking for a unique enemy, but he would probably murder my party, so... There he is, the Sandworm. The bane of my existence. If you don't kill him quickly, he's gonna murder you. Ooh, shoot. You know what, let's use a black spell, and then we'll use an ether. But they usually give good experience, that's why they're so tough to kill. That is, okay, that was unexpected. Oh, wait a minute, I'm thinking of Final Fantasy DS. In DS, they actually can use Quake on you. I'm sure this one can probably do it too, but... What am I doing? Oh yes, I'm leveling. So we'll see you after I get her up some more levels. Okay, so let's take a look here. Gear-wise, she's got a lot of arrows, no need to invest in more of that. But status, she ended up getting to level 8 on accident. I thought it was complete. Actually, it was complete by complete chance that she got to level 8. But as you can see, she's still pretty weak, so we've got to keep an eye on her as long as we can, because bad things tend to happen to weak characters. So let's keep moving here. Let's go ahead and save. Well, we can't save out here. For some reason. Maybe only on... Okay, well, let's move. You were outdoors, so I wasn't sure why it wasn't letting me save, but oh well. Maybe because I'm in a desert. Fly killers! Or fly killer. These enemies aren't too bad. Because we don't have a lot of MP, at this exact moment I would refrain from using lots of magic. From Rydia specifically. Any other character use as much MP as you want, but from Child Rydia form, tend to refrain from using a lot early on until another character joins, at least until our next character joins the party. Yes, I gave it away. No, we play as Rydia and Cecil through the entire game, I swear. And if you believe that, I've got a bridge to sell you.
that happens to have Thai hookers living in it. Uh-oh, this is bad. This would be worth a spell. Because back attacks are going to pretty much mutilate Rydia here. So let's open this battle up with a proper spell, if we get the chance. And maybe even Dark. Let's use Dark Wave. See how that does. Yeah, everything lived, so we're going to have to use multi-target Bolt here. And that should keep us pretty much alive. There we go. That's one of the exceptions to the rule. When you get back attack like that. And Cecil gained a level. We take the diet food with us. Potion. Hopefully it went with us. Mating kiss. And if not, it's not a big deal. Let's keep walking here. So yeah, the trick to Final Fantasy IV is it's all about levels. That's all that matters. Levels and gear. And then you'll survive. Pretty much anything this game can throw at you, you'll survive. So as you can see, oh crap, Rydia, come on. You can do better than that. Most of the enemies, though, here are not going to be doing a lot of damage to Cecil, and actually Rydia can hold her own even at level 8. As long as she's in the back row, it takes a good 15 damage off of whatever they were going to do to her, so... Between the two of them, they can kill almost any enemy. Though I do, again, I'm still not very satisfied with Rydia's lack of MP. So, you know, but that's just the way it goes. As an example, let me show you here. The rod, I don't think it really... You can't use it as an item in battle, so... Like I said, it's something only added to later Final Fantasy remakes, I believe. Though, I could be wrong. I'm not going to admit to anything right away, but, you know, as from what I've apparently seen, that's all there is to it. Let's go ahead and get this chest. As we get attacked again, we'll see at the... Nope, new enemy. So here's the deal with this guy, the C-Pot. The C-Pot, what it'll do is, if you don't kill it correctly, it'll cast the spell called Arise, which is pretty much Ray's life level 2. And what it does is it prevents enemies from dying. Like that. So let's hit him once and see if we can weaken him. And then we'll try Bolt again. But you don't want to multi-target Bolt, because if you multi-target Bolt, it'll never do enough damage to kill it. And our goal is actually to kill this thing. Yeah, there we go. Unless it respawns. No, okay. And then, really, that's it. Now, like I said, we don't want to use a lot of magic unless there's enemies that really need it, because that enemy will run away from battle, and you'll lose on any bonuses or experience you would have normally gotten. So, make sure you kill that sucker big time, even if it means using Rydia to do it, because it will be good. We'll have better means for doing it in a moment. But as you can see, good experience, and then sometimes you can get some decent drops. I forget what you get, but you can get some decent drops from them too. Let's keep moving as we get thrown into another battle with Gigan Toads. Obviously, Toad-type enemies are weak to Ice Element, so if you are feeling zesty and want to just blow all your MP in one go for it. But, again, not necessary for this kind of stuff, so. So, have you guys are into movies, any of you? I am. I actually just watched a great classic called Yojimbo. Makes me happy. You wield the dark sword. Please help me. What's the problem? Well, you know, when a problem comes along, always ask the guy who's using the power of darkness, you know, at his side. So this is apparently Sage Tella. I am Tella. You don't say. You don't say. Okay, so Sage Tella has joined the party without the H. Because I don't know why they put an H in there, unless they were thinking we were going to say Tele. Alright, let's move him into a more formidable position. And I usually like to put Tella here. Let's take a look at his gear. Let's take a look at his gear. So leather, he doesn't have a lot of gear. If anything, we probably could have brought some with us, and we didn't. But it'll have to do for now. His defense is probably going to be weaker than, damn it, weaker than Rydia's here. is 7, and actually, I think that's at 7 too, 5, so it's a little weaker, but he's got the HP to manage better, so, and he's in the back row, so I wouldn't worry too much about him for the most part. We also received a bomb fragment, which I don't use a lot of these offensive melee, I don't use a lot of these offensive spells or items, so, but I figure may as well use them in this game, so let's go ahead and do that, just because it'll be fun. And as you can see, they're multi-target, but they're weak. It's level 1 fire. You know, easy free kills, I look at it, easy free experience. Now here's the catch, with 3 characters, we get even less experience. So, we need to be more willing to fight battles, even more so than before. As you can see, that battle before gave us more. But look at this, we picked up an Iron Bangle. Obviously, not Cecil has better than that, so we'll give this to Tella. And we're already starting to get Tella gear. Funny how that works, ain't it? Alright, let's keep moving. I don't think there's anything up there, but I'm pretty sure there's something here. Yes. Hidden room with a dry ether, which is better than regular ether and X potion. A phoenix down. Dry ethers are pretty good. Those you don't want to waste, and X potions for sure. Stronger than even the high potions. So let's put them up here. We'll move our dry ether up to our ether here. I like to be organized. And since this game does not have really much of an auto-organization tool, I prefer to use, but keep it pretty nicely taken care of manually. Okay, let's keep moving. So we got all that stuff. You know, there is an interesting thing that I've heard people say before, but it's, why do they keep all the good items hidden behind, like, waterfalls? Whatever. Alright, so we've got some spells useful to us, but Osmosis is probably the best one. But for these guys, we have a spell Redia doesn't actually have, which is Fire. We're gonna cook our way through these bad boys, because no matter what, Cecil's not gonna do any damage. He's not gonna do enough damage. So it's really up to Tella to break this party of zombies. We could use Bolt, but that, like I said, we don't have a lot of MP for her to be wasting, so we're not going to bother with that. Tella's an MP maniac. He's got 90 MP. He's good. He's good for it. As he's slowly getting beat up here. And we win the battle. Not a bad experience game. Zombies are probably the most threatening enemy in this place, because only one character really has a good offense against them. But all these other enemies, pretty weak. We're not going to have a lot to really worry about, because we've got Tella with us. And we can use Osmosis to refill his MP against enemies who have MP, so yeah, not too much to worry about. So I'm going to start skipping battles, since you've seen pretty much all the enemies in the area after this battle here. That's nice. And we got ourselves a lucky mallet. I forget what those are. Let's go find out. Actually, I think it's a consumable. Yeah, it cures dwarf status. So, dwarf status is when you get turned into a little person. And diet food cures the piggy status. Why they changed the names to some of that stuff is just beyond me. And more. Okay, we'll see after the battle. And we're walking, hopefully somewhere good. And we're in the next stage of the tunnel here, as we delve deeper and deeper into the tunnel. And we're walking, and we're swimming, and we're gonna go grab that chest up top. Let's go ahead and do that now. Got ourselves a potion for our troubles. And we'll keep moving. Alright, let's keep moving here. We're going to go down, and we're going to go up across that bridge, and I believe we've got some more goodies to find. Let's keep trucking here. Actually, no, I think we did find everything. We got to come back through this part of the tunnel later, so we'll remember to come back this way. As you can see, the exit to this zone. Alright, let's rest here. So we're going to obviously rest. If we rest on top of this magic room, a force field will surround us that monsters can't enter. We can rest here in a tent or cottage and save our game. Da-da-da-da-da. Things we already kind of know. You know. Just a little. Okay. Fast asleep already. Must have been an exhausting day for one so young. Well, that and she didn't sleep the night before, it looks like. You don't say. Oh god, nostalgic. Daughter. She eloped to Damstein with a bard because I wouldn't consent to her marriage. Oh god. You know, tell her this wouldn't have happened if you would have, you know, let it go. Without that, there's not much hope. What is the monster of this cavern? Creature with 8 legs. You don't say. Yeah, well, you know, that's what we all hope for. If it could be just a dream, you know it would. But anyway, even after all that information he gave us about a save point, we get a free heal. We get a free save out of it, or a free healing out of it, rather. So let's go ahead and save. Yay! Since it wouldn't let us do that before, for whatever reason. Alright, so, we're all saved up, and you can see Redia's catching up to Cecil here as far as levels go. So, on the next episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IV, we are going to get out of this cave and get to Damstein. Who knows, maybe Tello will do some castration, specifically to a bard. We'll see you there.